All right. I should be live. Let me fix this camera. I don't like the angle it's at. Let's see if that will work. It's higher up. Yeah, I like that better. We are live. We are live. Let me make sure you guys can actually hear my lovely hear my lovely voice. And because sometimes it sounds a little, shaky. I want to make sure it sounds good. Oh, please, not the commercials. Not the commercials. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Great, great, great. Love to see that I am seen, that I am heard, that we are live. Woo. Okay. Let me find a poll question for you guys. I just want to think of something really quick. Let me see. Let me see. Get you guys some good questions in there. Or some questions that, Oh, I know. I don't think I've asked this. No, because there's too many. There's too many. Let me try this. Okay. All right, the poll is here. All right, I am up. I'm here. I'm live. We are all good. Everything is great. Let me check the description. I'm checking everything because you know what? Sometimes I'll forget things. I'm like, oh no, I forgot. I put that there. All right, it's good. It's good. Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing a live pop-up. I wanted to do it Sunday, but then I realized I was going to be busy on Sunday. So I was like, oh, well, this is the last time in the month that I can go live and the last time before things get extremely busy. For me, school is back in session. So the first week's not too bad in terms of work, but after this week, it picks up. So I want to make sure that I can see you guys live before, I disappear into the ether. But yes, welcome to the live. So I went live last night and I talked about Saturn going retrograde in Pisces and Uranus going retrograde in Gemini. And I kept messing up and saying Aries. I don't know why that was so difficult for me, but it is Saturn going retrograde in Pisces and Uranus going retrograde in Gemini. And this is a rare 500-year alignment that hasn't happened since 1525. So if you are interested in what's going to be happening because of that alignment, I suggest you check out that video. It's going to affect the signs Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Libra the most. I say Aries and Libra because Saturn will be moving out of Aries and into Pisces. So that's going to bring a little bit of relief to Aries and Libra who have had the pressure of Saturn for so long. So Saturn had been opposite Libra. That could bring some strain in terms of relationships, career, or one-on-one partnerships. And for Aries, it's an overall transformative sort of a burden in a way, because if this is your career house, if you're a sun in Aries, then you may have been going through some stressors when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to finding your purpose. And if this is your moon sign, maybe even some complications when it comes to home, when it comes to moon. Quite often when I see Saturn next to the moon, it can bring a lot of stressors when it comes to the home life. And so this is why I say Saturn going retrograde back into Pisces can free up some mental space for you guys, can free up some pressures or burdens. And it can be tough because Saturn's going to cause you guys, or it has been causing you guys, to address some areas of weaknesses. So for the next 2 months, you get a little bit of a relief. So check out that video from the live yesterday. I have the timestamps posted in that live if you are interested in that rare 500-year astrological alignment. I should do more astrology videos and make it separate and just like go live and just talk about that coming up. But that is going to be happening next week, and it's going to be transformative. So I wouldn't be surprised if next week was a different vibe or a different pace than what you are used to. So I would imagine just take out your own personal tarot cards, see what's happening for you in the week coming up. For some of you, it might get a little bit more stressful before it gets better, but I don't believe that it's going to stay in this tense energy. I just don't see it in the cards. If anything, this is kind of going to pull you out of it or bring you to a boiling point if it hasn't already got into that point in the situations you might be going through in your life, and there will be a switch and there'll be a transformation. So we are live today. We're doing the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, which is one of my favorites. This darker color deck, I use it quite often. Love it. It's laminated, I believe, or at least silky smooth. And I absolutely love this deck. I adore the deck. And I hope that you guys like it as well, because it is one of my favorites. Woo. I am a little tired. So I won't be on for too long. I just wanted to make sure that I did a pop-up for you guys in case anyone wanted a reading. Don't forget, I have private readings below. You can just go ahead and click on the form and fill out that reading, and I will fill out the form and I'll get back to you with a reading. And if you are not familiar with me, hi, I am Brandy. Welcome to the live pop-up. This will be the last one for the month of August. I may not pop up as much last month. As I just mentioned, I am in the middle of wrapping up my school work. And so things can intensify towards those last couple of months here. And so I wanted to make sure that you guys saw me more so now, because you may not see me as much then. If you're not familiar with my channel, I am an astrology researcher and a practical tarot reader, and I like to combine astrology and tarot insights that I have observed for well over a decade to give you practical, everyday, real world predictions grounded in what I've seen, what I've observed, and from the feedback that I have gathered through clients and my beautiful audience. So that is me here. And right now I'm live in case anyone wants a reading. Yesterday we did our weekly collective and we talked about what I was just mentioning for the rare alignment of Saturn retrograding in Pisces and Uranus retrograding in Gemini. This is extremely rare. I know people were talking about Pluto South declination, how that's about a 250-year cycle since it's been on its south declination. But this astrological alignment between Uranus going retrograde into Gemini and Saturn going retrograde into Pisces, this hasn't happened in over 500 years. So it's twice as rare as that Pluto declination. And both of these time periods are periods of intensity, especially when we're talking about that Saturn retrograde I want to say Aries so bad. Saturn retrograde in Pisces and that Uranus retrograde in Gemini. Extremely rare alignment happening next week. And this brought about an intensification when it came to overturning leadership around the globe in places that had a lot of power imbalances or inequality imbalances. And for the places in the world that were doing quite well, like certain places in Western Africa, it kind of just brought about more abundance for them. So the areas in your life that are actually doing well, that are actually, there's a lot of fairness, there's a lot of balance, that's actually going to be flourishing a lot more. And the areas that need some realignment, that have felt oppressing, draining, extract, etc., well, that's going to come to a boiling point in the next 2 months from now. From Monday until November 1st or 7th, I believe. November 7th. That's what it is. And so look forward to that. But anyway, right now I'm live. If you guys want to ask me any questions, I'll be live for a little bit to see if anyone is coming in and they have any questions they want to talk about. Maybe what's happening for the rest of the year. I know some of you are going through a lot of career transition. Some of you are moving. Some of you are entering into relationships. You're talking to people. I am here to answer any questions that may be plaguing your mind. Things seem to be quite peaceful these days. At least that's what I think. Well, at least this weekend. Whew. Whew. I am so ready for this, guys. I do want to talk about the signs that will be most affected through this change and through this alignment, just so that I have it here for you guys. And let me look at the astro chart, because I am not going to have everything in my mind memorized. And we're obviously going to go by whole sign. And I'm using the Western chart, though generally I do prefer Vedic, but this is more of a Western sort of alignment going on here in the skies. So that is why we will be using that. I'm not sure what that was about. That was a bit strange. All right. Hey, Serene, how are you? I hope all is well. Let me know if you have a question or if there's anything that I can answer for you, anything that is on your mind. Said, I'm all right, dear. Hope you're also doing well. I am doing pretty good. This weekend has been very peaceful. I'm very happy for the 3-day weekend, especially since here Labor Day is coming up. I'm not sure where you are in the world, but here there's Labor Day. So I'm very excited that we get Monday off. Oh, had the Ace of Pentacles come up. Maybe that's for you, Serene. If things are doing stable, or maybe you just have some practical things on your mind. I know I do always, but I'm practical oriented. But yes, if you have any questions, let me know. For yes or no, it's just $5. And for in-depth questions, it is 10. So I do have a question about what awaits me my next month. Okay, let me know if you are going through PayPal or Cash App so I can get to it. But if you're just doing through Super Chat, then you just put it in the, I don't know what to call this, chat box or whatever it's called on YouTube, and I'll get to your question right away. But I have a feeling that next month is going to be a great month for you. It's going to be a good month for a lot of people. There's a lot of transformations happening next month, at least in the sky astrologically. We have the eclipses, we have Pluto in its south declination, we have Uranus being retrograde in Gemini, while Saturn is retrograde in Pisces. So there's a lot of big shifts. We have the magician flying out here. It's probably about us taking control or taking back our power in our lives and making sure we get our wishes granted, because the magician there is someone who's more than capable of achieving what they want to achieve. So I really do feel like that's going to be the energy shift overall. This year, all in all, has been crazy for me, feeling great and shitty at the same time. I can 100% agree with that statement. And I think you are in the majority. I have seen so many people, including myself, who have just felt like, let's just move on to the next year because this one is just too much. It's just like, please, it's one thing after the other. There's good events, there's bad events. It's just a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows. It's too much. 100%. I feel exactly where you're coming from with that energy. It really is a lot. I mean, had I known stepping into 2025 would be like this. There's nothing that can prepare you for these times. Life is certainly wild. I cannot even tell you. It's like anytime you hear someone talk about their life, I don't think I've met anyone this year who has said it's just been a normal year for them, right? Like at all. And normally you have people who, like, sometimes, people have good years, they have bad years. But for everyone that I've spoken to, this year has been a roller coaster. Strawberries, love you. Your tarot readings always have unique topics. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I like to switch things up. And if you like my unique topics, I think you're going to like the one coming up this week. At least it feels unique to me. And I've never seen anyone do it. So stay tuned for Thursday's reading. I think you guys are going to like it. It is love themed. So I'll drop that hint when it comes to that. And be sure to vote on the polls, because the one for this week closes out Monday. And so I am curious to get your opinion on what type of reading out of the 4 that I have put in the polls for selection that you guys want next. And I don't mean the polls here on this live. I mean the polls on the community tab. Participate. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. And thank you for watching, Strawberries and Serene. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all the support. Just let me know if any of you have a question. The usual price, whatever it is, $5 for yes or no, $10 for, very in-depth questions, but there's no limit on the amount of cards I pull. Obviously, in-depth questions are going to have way more cards, but I generally like to pull amount of cards until I have the full picture of what is going on here. And I prefer PayPal or Cash App, but if you have Super Chat is the only thing available, then that's perfectly fine. And then if you are curious and you want to know about the vibes coming up next week, I did do the weekly collective yesterday. You can go ahead and check out the live from yesterday. I have the timestamps posted below, so you don't have to sit through and watch the whole thing. But I really do appreciate all the support, everyone. It means a lot. I have such brilliant fans. You guys are so smart. You're so kind. I feel super lucky. So it's been really great to just have so much support, especially doing something that you love, like tarot and astrology, instead of working like the normal 9 to 5. I mean, I still do, but but this is way more fun, and it's more exciting for me to get support doing something I love. Ma'am, can I ask a free yes or no question? No, there are no free yes or no questions. Plus, that wouldn't be fair to all the other people, who paid for the yes or no's before. Making exceptions like that, I like to keep things fair, I do have a plan for a special subscriber towards the end of the year. Where I may do a free questions for my subscribers. It'll be my Christmas gift. But other than that, it is $5 for yes or no, and it's $10 for in-depth questions, and there's no amount of limit to the cards that I will pull to answer your question. It is my preference to make sure that you get your full answer. Let me unlock my credit card because I do want to ask a question. Okay, I look forward to hearing your question, Strawberries. We will see what the cards have to say. You guys always have such good questions too. Like the way Strawberry says, I have unique readings. You guys have unique questions. And I'm like, wow, that's really brilliant. That's really great. So I feel very lucky. Nibet Dita. I hope I'm saying that right. Nibet Dita. My tongue. I'll just go by damn. There are no free questions, unfortunately. I do believe in paying people for their service. Okay, right. But I do like your enthusiasm and all the emojis. They're very cute. There was something I was going to say. I can't believe it's September. Okay, ma'am. I just love looking at you. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I really appreciate that. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Your brown beauty. Thank you very much. I really like that. It sounds like a Disney movie, doesn't it? Brown beauty. I guess I'm thinking of Black Beauty, like the horse. But thank you. I really appreciate that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I can't believe that September is coming up Monday. That means we only have 4 months in a year? September, October, November, December. Wow, 4 more months. That is amazing. So you guys got to make sure to come back in December so I can do the special subscriber thing. You guys get the hint early. Sorry, I thought I saw something, but you guys get the hint early that I'll be doing a special questions for my subscribers for, a certain amount of time. I'm not going to do it for a long time. It'll probably just be an hour session for free questions for the subscribers as a Christmas gift. So you guys know, so you guys can show up then and get your questions answered. But until then, it will be the paid questions. And there's always, the videos I post out every week. I want to make sure that I'm posting for you guys And there's always the live content where I do the weekly collective, so you guys can get a look ahead. I just recently did a collective for the eclipses. That's going to be out the day before the eclipse, just as a reminder as what is going to be happening. And I also talked about the astrological alignment that is happening next week. That's rare, very rare, hasn't happened in over 500 years. It will be happening next week. Has to do with a upheaval of powers. So yes, I watched your readings and that resonated a lot. I'm glad it resonated for you. That is great to hear. I hope that we're all coming into a period in our lives where we're starting to feel more freedom or pushing for more empowerment for ourselves. And I think that is coming. I think that I see a lot of that in the people around me. I see a lot of changes and shifts and transformations, which it happens every year, but sometimes things are more intense than they usually are, right? Like astrology cards and tarot cards. It's so beautiful memorizing. And your wigs, different types, wigs, eye makeup. Ooh, just thanks. Thank you. You might be a super fan. I haven't worn too many wigs in a while. I've been sticking to my braids. It's just harder to work out with wigs. I'll say that. But I prefer the braids a lot more. But thank you for all the compliments. And guys, let me know if you have any questions. I know that we have 4 more months in the year, so maybe some of you are curious about what's going to be happening over the next 4 months, what's going to be unfolding for you, especially between September and November. Those are going to be very strong pivotal months with Pluto's declination, Saturn going back retrograde into Pisces, Uranus retrograde into it's still retrograde in Gemini, but Uranus retrograde in Gemini, the eclipses in September. So the next couple of months, especially that period between September and early November, are going to be a major shift. And also let me know what readings you want to see. I have tons and tons of ideas. I keep a list of readings. So this is why I'm always asking you guys which type of reading you want to see next, so I can get some ideas. And also, if you want a private reading from me, all you have to do is fill out the form below and I will get back to you. I'm looking up trying to create like a better avenue for readings, because I know the form can be a little, it's not tedious, but it's not the most quick, easy go, right? And you can do the reading, but it is what I have for now. And I'm looking to transform that and change that by the end of the year. So you guys won't have to deal with the form for now. I want to make it easier for you. But yes, let me know if you have any questions. I am more than happy to answer them. Give me your thoughts. We can go through it. I also appreciate, all the love, the feedback, the compliments. You guys are amazing. I have a really great support base. So I feel lucky that you guys show up. You guys give me your thoughts. You guys come to the lives. It's really great. You say, yeah, ma'am, I will collect more money and take a reading. Till then, I will wait. Thank you. Okay, Strawberries is back. So I'm planning to start a business, but will I be able to grow it quickly enough for me to move to Japan or Europe? I think within 2 years. Okay. With 2 years. I'm thinking you're saying I think within 2 years. I'm also worried about balancing it with my current low-paying job. Well, you have come to the right place. I completely understand your situation. Let's see. Will you be able to grow it quickly enough for you to move to Japan or Europe? I'll say within 2 years. We have the sun. Love to see that. Ooh, 6 of Wands. I think this is a yes, strawberries. Queen of Wands. To me, this is a 100% yes. With the sun card, this is showing that there's happiness, there's fulfillment. You are achieving something. What you set your mind out to, you are going out there to get it, especially when we have the 6 of Wands card here following it. It is a sign of victory, it's a sign of celebration, it's you being able to accomplish your goals. So, you starting a business and looking to save to move to Japan and Europe within 2 years, it's going to go quite well for you. Don't get me wrong, the sun card can be a frustrating card, right? It can represent being overstimulated or feeling a little bit overworked. Like you said, you were worried about balancing it with your job. You are going to be able to meet both responsibilities of your job and of the business, but there's going to be some times when you're a little stressed, right? These wands and that sun card is like, oh, wow, this is a lot to do, but you're going to do it. And the thing that I love about the Queen of Wands is she's really great at advertising herself. So you're going to be really good about gaining clients, gaining customers, having people come to you for, I'm not sure what your business is, but for whatever it is, you're going to do a great job at gaining customers, gaining momentum, and having people come back to you and rely on your products or your advice or whatever it is that you are selling. So I really love to see these cards. I see that you are going to more than likely be having that money, having that success, and being accomplished. Okay. So I love this. I absolutely love this. We have the sun representing new day, happiness. We have the 6 of Wands representing success. We have the Queen of Wands being confident. So, and all of these cards actually connect to confidence and growth and feeling happy. So, this is 100% yes, strawberries. In 2 years, you will have more than enough to move to Europe, to move to Japan, and to continue to grow. So, keep that confidence, keep focused on your goals. Know that there are going to be some stressful times, but you are on the right path to achieve success, to get what you want, and just remain determined. Okay. This is what the cards are saying. Oh, last card. 9 of Pentacles. That means you did it all yourself. This is your hard work. This is your efforts. This is you making the coin, making the moolah, having enough to support yourself, growing, feeling accomplished, feeling secure, looking at everything you've accomplished and accumulated and saying, wow, I did it. And that's going to be you. I love this energy. Such a positive spread. So much good things coming for you. This is truly amazing. I love this. And they're all cards of like independence too. So it's like, this is really all your work and effort. Like this is not someone else coming and giving you, I guess, a hand with your work. This is all you, all your energy, all your thoughts, all your creativity, all your blood, sweat, and tears. And it's going to be a success. So congratulations. And what's your business? I want to support. I definitely want to support and make sure that, the support that you guys are giving me, I want to give it back. So strawberries, let me know if you feel comfortable. I don't want to pressure you or anything, but you could just let me know. You can message me. My email is available, but I am curious and I would love to see your business and I can't wait to see it grow. So you have to come back and let me know how you're doing. Give me some progress updates as you keep moving forward. And the Six of Wands really wants to come out. They really want to say, yeah, it's like double. You're going to be successful. Thank you. A lot of pick a card say the same thing. I think I'm just being delulu because there are a lot of people for each pile. And I think it doesn't apply to me, but I'm not delulu. You are not delulu at all. You know, you just need to believe in yourself and have that confidence, because the cards are letting you know that you have everything it takes to be successful. And it's not easy to have your own business. It's not easy to be an entrepreneur. And the fact that you have so many cards supporting that, you have the creativity, you have the will, you have the strength to push through. To me, it shows that you're more than likely meant to go on this path. You know, especially when we have the sun card appear. The sun is like, it's our soul's kind of purpose, is what we connect to. And so this tells me like, this is what's meant for you. Like, you are meant to go this avenue. That's why you're going to have that success. Yes, come back and let me know. I know it's going to be good. So I cannot wait. I love when you guys have wonderful, beautiful moment. Nails related. I cannot wait for this. Wow, a nail business. This is really cool. I love nails, so, and that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people love it. Don't forget to put your stuff on social media. A lot of people find stuff through social media these days. You know, I know when I got my nails done in Japan, that's how I found the woman who did my nails. I found her through TikTok, and then I went through her Instagram. And so, you know, make sure you're throwing your stuff out there. You never know. You might be like the nail artist I went to see. You're getting clients come to see you from all around the world, right? Which is wild when you think about it, right? Social media is amazing. You know, it can connect so many different people from around the globe. But I love nails, so, you know, I can't wait to see your work and everything. So man, it is hot in my room. I thought summer was coming to a close. I mean, I guess we have like 20 something days left, right? Yes, your TikTok reading was good for me. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that you liked it. I got to post more on TikTok. I just started reposting my shorts from here to TikTok. And then when I'm done with school, I'm going to try to post more original content on TikTok so I can double down and build my audience, you know, and talk to you guys more. Hopefully you can see me more. Fingers crossed, depending on what job I have next. You know, sometimes jobs are so demanding. I know, you know, balancing a job is like, with other work is tough. Every entrepreneur has to do it at some point. Well, not every, but most entrepreneurs have to balance like having their normal job versus their other job. And so they're working constantly. It's tough, but I know you have it. We both got it. I'll say that. We are both destined to meet our goals. And anyone watching, if you are feeling in doubt, don't doubt yourself. You deserve everything that you set your mind to and that your heart wants. So go for it. Don't let self-doubt or fears hold you back. Take a risk, take a chance, take the leap. We only have one life, or at least that's my philosophy. Maybe to some degree, I might relate to reincarnation, but I think we should live our life to the fullest. I think we should live our life like we only have so much time. Woo. Ace of Swords. Yes, that's true. I'm glad you agree, Strawberries. I know anytime I think, oh, I'm scared to do something, I will generally force myself to try to do it. For the most part, within reason. And that will, I don't know, that helps me feel like a stronger person. It helps me feel like, wow, I can take on the world. So like last year I did flying trapeze and I was terrified, but I ended up doing it and I felt like, wow, I cannot believe I got up there and I was flipping around. Yeah, that's exactly it. It makes you feel stronger. You're going to go for it and you're going to learn and you're going to transform. And then at the end of the day, you're like, wow, I can't believe I accomplished all that. You're going to feel so proud of yourself. It said, I've been traveling more because I haven't for 7 years. I'm glad you're finally getting the opportunity to travel more. Have you discovered new things? How do you feel about it now that you're traveling more? And if anyone else has any questions, feel free to let me know. If you're new to live, as per usual, it is $5 as per usual. If you're new, you probably wouldn't know. But if you're new to the live, it is $5 for yes or no, and it is $10 for in-depth questions. And I am here to help guide you or to provide you insights into what you would like to know. There's no limit to the amount of cards that I will pull. I like to give you the full answer and insights as to what is coming for you. I'm a practical, grounded, everyday tarot reader, so I like to provide you solid real-world insights that we can all relate to. Everyone likes relaxing and staying at home. You said, I did bioluminescent kayaking. What is that? That sounds cool. I've never even heard of that. What? Is that like glow in the dark kayaking? Ooh. Where can you do that? Now I'm like Googling it right away. What? That sounds so cool. Oh, they have it in Puerto Rico. Say yes, I'm hoping to see the Aurora Borealis. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, it's beautiful. The northern lights are so pretty. It's glow-in-the-dark algae in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I did not know that they had that. Wow. It's like nature light shows. One in the sky and one in the water. It's so pretty. I know you can see the I'm hoping saying, I'll just say Northern Lights because I can't say Borealis. I think that's right, but the Northern Lights, I know you can see them in Iceland, right? Am I wrong? Because I remember wanting to go to Iceland because I believe that you can see them better. We kayak at night, but it's safe and guided. Ooh, this sounds good. This sounds like something I would want to do. I wonder if they have it in other places around the world or if it's only the Virgin Islands. Because I wanted to travel more outside of the US and St. Croix. Okay. This sounds so pretty. I wish I could travel more too. I want to travel all over the world. I want to go to New Zealand, Singapore, South Korea, China for sure. I do want to go to Ghana because people keep talking about it, but I feel like Ghana is like more partying from what I've seen. And I'm with you, Strawberry. I want to see like more like the luminescent kayaking. I would love to see the Northern Lights. I want to see all of like the wonders of the world. That would be nice. I would want to see the man-made wonders like the Great Wall of China. I want to see like, I'm trying to think of all of the other things that are amazing. There's the Grand Canyon. There is a lot of places have really clear water. Said, I would like to ask a question if it's okay with you. $10 question. I have to get my PayPal ready though. It's been a while since I used it. Take your time. Just let me know when you have sent it. We're just talking about traveling here and looking at all the beautiful wonders of the world. If you don't have upper body strength like me, there's one that you can use your leg called the Virgin Kayaks. No arm strength needed. Oh, good. Good, because I don't want my arms to be tired. They have a glass top igloos in Finland and Norway. Ooh. This is why traveling is so good, because you get to see things you've never even thought of or thought about. Like, I would have never even thought about glass top igloos in Finland and Norway. For some reason, I only think about like the Antarctic when I think of igloos. But yeah, Finland and Norway are freezing, so I wouldn't be, it's not surprising that they would have that. What's that place that is, it's near Russia? What country is that? That is like extremely cold. I kind of wanted to just go there just to see what it's like. No, it is in Russia. It is Yakutia. And it's one of Russia's coldest regions, with winter temperatures dropping below 40 degrees Celsius. That is extreme. And they have that whole town there. I mean, I don't know if I would like it because, you know, I tend to not like cold areas, but just to say that I've gone, I would love to see that. Oh, you're welcome, darling. The aurora borealis appears around midnight, so I prefer being indoors and watching from glass top indoors. Oh, you're right. That does sound nice, because then you could have like some kind of nice hot drink, look up at it, see the beautiful lights. It does sound relaxing. It's nice when you can see all the wonders of the world. And then you get to see how beautiful life really is and how massive and amazing our planet is. It never ceases to amaze me. They said the tours make you go out late at night when it's freezing, but if you have glass roofs, you can watch it from your bed and have hot chocolate. I would prefer that. Yeah, I don't need to go out into the night in the cold to see it. I'm with you. I'd rather just have the glass roof, look up at it, and say, "Wow, this is amazing." Nature is beautiful, but there's no need to freeze to death. Oh, you sent it? Let me get this thing. It said, "Took your sweet time." No, you were pretty quick, you know. Yes, I have it. Okay. Let me get to your question. Okay, did you? Oh, okay. I was going to ask. I was just about to ask, did you have a specific question? Okay. And you guys, you can let me know where you would want to travel. Like, what is your dream vacation or honeymoon or something along the lines of that? I know some people have like destination weddings. Maybe I have a limited imagination, but I could not imagine have enough money to do a destination wedding, because for me, I would be like, oh, I have to pay for my family to come, or I would feel bad making them pay for it, right? That would be my thought. I would think, no, I want to take care of my guests. They could pay for the rooms, but I would want to pay for the flight if I was doing a destination wedding, because those are expensive. My question is, I want to start a train conductor education thing in my city. However, there's a lot of competition, unfortunately. I wanted to know if it's even possible for me to get in and if this is something I would enjoy doing. Okay. Let's see. What for Darling? We have the Queen of Cups, the Tower here, and the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. So I do think it is possible for you to, get in. Like you said, you wanted to know if you could get in. It is possible, especially with the Page of Wands there. But the Tower says that maybe you would have to like try more than once, because the Tower can show that we may not be completely prepared to move forward. And so the Tower crumbles, it's not strong enough, and it has to rebuild, right? So I feel like, yes, you can get in, but it may take more than one attempt to really, get to this. I think he says a train conductor educational thing. It's going to take like more than one attempt to get there. Hi, Diamond, and hi, no shot. There we go. My brain wants to say something else. Welcome. Thanks for being a new subscriber. But I really do think that, Darling, you would be able to get in. And like you said, yes, there would be competition. But I feel as though you would bring your own unique flavor, or you would learn a way to, I guess, market yourself that would make you stand out from other people, because the Page of Wands is someone who's coming with unique ideas. They're coming with a fresh perspective. And the Hermit takes their time to really think and focus on how they can solve their problems. So you're going to put a lot of energy and efforts into that. Would you like it? We have the not Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and we have the Chariot card. I think you would. You absolutely would like it. Don't get me wrong. There'll be times when you're frustrated, because the Chariot card is like pulling two things in different directions, right? It's like, oh, I need to study, or I need to work hard, but I don't feel like working hard, and I need a break. And you've got to manage that balance between those things. But the Ace of Cups shows that you would take a liking to it. You would enjoy it. it would invoke some sort of strong emotions and passions out of you, and it would feel like something new and refreshing. To me, it shows that you would have a strong emotional connection to the work that you do, and it would bring you a sense of pride. I really feel like you would feel at home in this job. You would feel like a sense of purpose. You'd feel a sense of accomplishment. I think it would be good. It also almost like it stimulates your brain. Like it makes you strategize. It makes you work hard. It makes you think of creative ways to stand out and beat the competition. And I think you'll really end up enjoying the fact that when you plan something, when you strategize, when you work hard, and then you end up, beating the competition, it's going to make you feel good. You're going to feel like, oh, wow, like that was my work. That was my effort. I came up with this genius plan, this idea. I was able to, stand out. I was able to, beat the competition. There's this feeling of pride and happiness here. Oh, we have the Three of Wands and we have the Two of Pentacles. So yes, you would be very busy without a doubt, but I feel like there's a sense of satisfaction. Like you feel like the work that you put in is leading to results. So yes, you can get in. It may take more than one attempt. It is going to be hard work, but it's going to be something that's going to allow you to build the future that you would like. It's something that's going to bring a lot of happiness and pride towards you. And it's something that is going to cause, you're going to need a lot of flexibility when it comes to your schedule. There's going to be a lot to juggle, but I really do see, happiness here. Wow. Perfect. Three of Cups. So yeah, I really do think this is good. Also, you're going to make new friends, right? You're going to have a stronger sense of community. So that always comes with the Three of Cups. Having more friends, having more community, having people who support you, who have your back, some people you can rely on, people who you can express yourself with. It's going to feel like you've built a new family when you go about this job. Maybe you're making new connections with people, and that's causing you to form this new family, but that's what's happening for you. So 100% go for it. Don't give up. It will work out in the long run. You're going to have some great things coming in for you. At some point, it may even cause you to travel for this type of work, just because we got that Two of Pentacles there. And it is going to bring about new friendships. Okay. Is it now Shad? No Shad. I'm gonna say Nushad. I hope I'm saying that right. No Shad. If you have a question, let me know if you are sending it through Cash App or PayPal or Super Chat, and then I will get right to it. And darling, let me know if this resonates. Thank you so much. I'm excited. I'm prepared for it. It may take more than one more attempt. Yes, it more than likely would, but you've got this, okay? And hopefully I won't need to move. It might be later on. It might be just like later on in your career, because if this is like an educational thing, maybe things down the line end up pushing you in the direction of moving. Maybe it won't even be that far. But I really do think it's going to be fun, Yeah, I did sense that I find new friends there, and I might need to try and apply more than once. Well, if your intuition is letting you know that you can build a friendship, you said, I did a reading on myself, LL, but you confirmed it for me. Yes, I'm glad that you did the reading on yourself. Don't you love when there's those synchronicities when you do a reading and then someone else does a reading, and it's like the same type of energy, meeting new friends, maybe having to apply more than once, but it's good for you. There's not negative energy here. It's all about expansion, growth, fun, transformation, being flexible, having a lot of different skills, having a busy schedule, but having a lot of company and support and friendships. Woo. And good luck. I'm going to send you all my luck here. I'm wishing you the best and hope that you get in and get whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Anj, how are you? Will I ever do business? Sometimes I think of things, but maybe it's for someone else. Let's see. And if you guys are new here and you're just coming in, hi, I'm Brandy. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I am an astrology researcher, practical everyday tarot reader, making things accessible and easy, grounding it in reality. I am here to answer your questions. It is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth questions. And you could pay through PayPal or Cash App. The link is for my PayPal and Cash App in the description. And you can just super chat like Anj here as well. But I love answering your questions. You guys always have such beautiful and unique questions. And thank you so much for your support. Now, let me get to Anj's question. And you're welcome, darling. Will I ever do business? Sometimes I think of things, but maybe it's for someone else. This card kind of came out here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I hate when it tries to focus on my face. There we go. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. So this is interesting because when I look at these cards here, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Queen, the Empress here, to me, it shows that you have the potential, if you really want to do business. Because with these pentacles, these are obviously, money-making cards. And like you said, you sometimes think of ideas, you get ideas. And with the Seven of Pentacles there, it's like a deep consideration, a deep thought, really trying to figure things out if you want to grow this idea, if you want to spend time and invest in it, if you want to put in your effort and your energy to make this happen and make this a reality. With the Empress card here, it shows that you would be really good at it. And more than likely in the future, it's leaning towards that direction, especially since Venus rules over finances and it rules over businesses because it rules the house of Libra, which is the seventh house, which is the marketplace, right? The place where everyone goes, they sell things, they trade things. You go to Amazon, there's a marketplace. You go to whatever Shein, there's a bunch of different sellers. So I think 100% you would be more than likely called to do business and you would flourish at it, especially since we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress card. You have a natural ability to be a leader. You have a natural ability to sell to people, to market yourself, to more than likely you would have a more so female client base, or at least a client base that was more interested in, I guess, more feminine products or products that are typically advertised towards women. And you could really grow and develop in those areas. And I really do feel like when we have the Empress card here, it represents happiness. And so if you're feeling called to start a business or do business and work in those areas, the cards are letting me know you would actually be very happy, because I generally get the Empress card to represent happiness. I generally get her to represent fulfillment. I also get her a lot to represent like commitment. So being committed to something. So you would be really committed to your work and you would really take pride in it. You really be happy. We got this Three of Cups again. Wow. That's crazy. So you would really have a lot of support. You would really have a lot of backing. So I really do think that if you want to do business, yes, 100%, you are called to do so. You would do quite well in it. And more than likely, like I said, you have a more so female client base, or a client base that liked a lot of feminine products, right? Like it could be makeup that's usually advertised towards women, but there are men who buy makeup as well. So I really do think that this is a good thing. You should act on your ideas, I feel you'll be successful, Anj. Don't hesitate. That Ace of Pentacles is so slow. You are welcome. Brandy, I do have a question, not tarot related. Do you remember a couple of years ago when you used to do transit videos? Yes, of course. I love my transit videos. I would still be doing them. I just don't have the time. That's the only thing. So come to like the lives and I'll try to do some more transit videos. I've been trying lately. Yesterday I just did a video where I briefly talked about, I think I just talked about it for like 20 minutes about Uranus going retrograde in Gemini and Western, and Saturn going retrograde in Pisces and Western. But yeah, I love my transit videos. I may have to start doing like more Vedic and Western transit. I'm going to try. It's really just time wise. That's really it. It's because I'm like technically working like 3 different jobs and in school. So that's the only reason I was like called to stop. Sometimes the universe will stop you. But I miss them too, you know. I think we just had I don't know if there's any Vedic transit shifts, if they've moved into different nakshatras lately. I think I'll have to look it up later. I think they're pretty much in the same nakshatras, but there's probably going to be some shift later in the year when it comes to Saturn or Jupiter. I like to look at the major ones, Rahu and Ketu. I'll check to see if they're making any shifts. And then during one of the lives, I'll probably talk about it towards the end. And I will put it in the video title so people will know. And I'll also have it in the timestamp. But I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up and throw some in there if there's anything major coming up. Because those transits are so like, they give you a good idea of the energy that's going to be happening. But let me know if anyone else has any questions here. I'm so happy to see you all on this lovely Saturday. Here it is very hot for some reason. It's been kind of cold a little bit all week, but I don't know why Saturday decided to be burning up hot, but that's what we're dealing with. But if there are no questions, I may close out. I've been here for about an hour. So I'll look forward to those. Have you dealt with Sati Sati? And do you remember how it was for you? I think I went through Sati Sati when I was a child. So I don't remember how it was for me at all. It was very young age. So I wouldn't remember. So I don't think I'll be going through Sati Sati again for a couple of years. It won't be too long. Maybe 6 or 7 more years. I don't know. Something like that. But is it coming up for you? I know people say it's tough, and I would imagine it is. It's probably similar to like Saturn going through your 4th house, which, you know, similar to like the moon energy. And I'm sure that's probably like an increased anxiety, a lot of stress. You know, when Saturn is next to the moon, I know a lot of people who have Saturn and moon conjunct natally, and they have some very tough childhoods. I'm going to say that. And it may be dealing with a lot of instability in people who should be authority figures. So I wouldn't be surprised. That's the theme that I've seen in their lives. People who should have been responsible adults or authority figures weren't there to have that sense of stability or guidance, or they were just completely toxic. I understand I'm going through it right now, very isolated socially, very anxious and negative thoughts. Yeah, that's exactly what happens with that energy there. I will say, though, the good thing about this is when you have this type of energy, it's going to, one good thing that can come from it is things can get so bad that you address them and you learn the tools to help deal with your anxiety, with your negative thoughts. Some people, they'll go through therapy. Some people, they'll find some other sort of counseling. Some people make sure that they have some reliability or stability within their schedule. Because the thing about anxiety doesn't like a lot of change. And so when you can bring about routine, something that you can rely on every day, like, okay, I wake up, I exercise for 15 minutes, I eat healthy, like I come home, I meditate. That can also help with anxiety as well, especially negative thoughts. Other things that can help is to recognize that you're not God, right? So if you have a lot of negative thoughts about the future and what could possibly happen, or even dealing with the past, first of all, we can't change the past. But if you're thinking about things that could happen in the future, you can just say, hey, like, that doesn't mean that it's going to work out this way just because I have these feelings. If you look at life, it has good things and bad things. So things can also work out very positive. Saturn conjunct Moon, person I know is very parentified. There we go. That is true. That happened to someone with Saturn and Moon placement conjunct that I know, where they had to be the adult. They had to like basically raise their siblings. Their parents weren't around. Some of them were very isolated, left alone, didn't have anyone to emotionally support them or cater to them, or they had a lot of like, what's the word? People who were toxic and negative or tried to take advantage of them, just not good people. A lot of mean people come. And it's so crazy because the people who have these placements are like the nicest people, you know? They're generally very kind-hearted, but they'll attract such like negative energy natally. And then in transit wise, it can kind of like imitate that energy where you might attract a lot of people who can be so negative, can just like really put a damper on your spirit. And when Saturn and Moon come together, it's all about working on your mind. It's about controlling your thoughts, controlling your emotions so that you don't let people affect you, which is very difficult. That's why Saraswati has that energy to it. It's hard when you have somebody bullying you all day, or if you are in circumstances like you lost your job or you're unsatisfied with, I don't know. There's so many things to be unsatisfied with. You're unsatisfied with the amount you get paid. You're unsatisfied with having to sit in traffic all day. You're unsatisfied with, your friendships. You're unsatisfied, whatever. It's like you can't let that negativity get to you. You can't dwell on it. It's about making your mind strong and having faith in the future that things will turn out right. It's like that star card energy, right? I'm having hope in the future and I'm not focusing on these horrible things around me. Well, I just got an ad now, but yeah, I got backstabbed during this transit too, dealing with fake friends and people who sabotage behind your back. Yeah, that sounds like that transit. That transit is really tough. It really does isolate you. It really does put a lot of people around you who aren't good for you. But the good thing about it is it helps you with discernment. Like, it helps you so that you're able to see patterns in people who aren't necessarily good. Hi, new sub here. May I get a free question? Images, you might have to wait till the end of the year to get a free question. I'm going to do a special, free question live for subscribers for like Christmas. But until then, it has to be paid questions only, just to be fair to everyone who's, paid before and everything. I don't want to have people say, well, this person didn't pay and that person got to pay. It doesn't seem like good business. But I do want to say, for those of you who have those hard, end of the year, it's not too long. We only have 4 months, and I'm going to do a special Christmas edition of questions for subscribers. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Yeah, that Saturn brings a lot of lessons around fear and boundaries. Yes, it does. It makes you have to stand up for yourself. You know, it makes you have to be very discerning. You may even have to, what's the word? Recognize what's a safe space and what's not a safe space, what is emotionally safe for you and what's not emotionally safe, understanding your support systems. I remember, like, like I said, I haven't had this transit since I was a child, but I have had Saturn go through the fourth house, which is a similar vibe of like having all of those depressive, emotional ups and downs, a lot of stressful circumstances, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulder, feeling like you're overcoming such hard circumstances and it's one thing after the other. It's like, it's tough. It is very tough to stay sane in that type of space. And some days you're just going to crash out. So just know that and know it's okay. And it comes with the territory with dealing with Saturn's energy. It's there to help you balance your emotions so that you are able to go through these periods of fear and sadness and disappointment, and you don't let it basically beat you down and break you down and make you feel hopeless and helpless. Use that energy to motivate you, to push you towards getting what you want, and have faith that you will get there. So that's my only thoughts on it. I know it's tough because I know it's very tough. But that is what I wanted to say, guys. And I'll see you next week. Trying to remember what time. I don't know what time I'll be live next week. I do have a project, so I'll let you guys know maybe a little bit later in the week, probably by Wednesday, but we'll see. Yes, thank you so much, and thank you. And I'm going to wish you lots and lots of luck, like tons and tons of luck. I know this is a tough period. Do your best not to dwell on the circumstances that are making you feel down, feel sad, that are beating you up. You've got this, and, you know, couple of months, a year or two, 1 year, whatever from now, life is going to be a lot better. And you're going to look back and think like, how did that even happen? Like, how did I even get through that? And you're going to be amazed by what you've accomplished. If you ever go to St. Croix, I think T-Mobile has the best coverage, by the way, but a lot of areas have no cellular coverage. Oh, I don't like that. I'll have to download some maps before I go because, wow, they need to work on their coverage. Hopefully by the time I go there that they have better coverage. But thanks for that tip, Strawberries. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you for stopping by. All right, guys. Bye. Don't forget the reading's out Thursday. It's a unique idea. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget to watch it. It will be out around noon. I'm sure you guys might watch it a little bit later. I might change the time to make it like 4 or something for the readings. But for now, I'm keeping my times at noon. Maybe, you know, in November, I'll switch to 4 p.m. But till then, I'll see you next time. Have good luck, everyone. Stay, I guess, focused. Do your best to remain happy. Take care of yourself. Have a moment to pause, reflect. Drink some water, drink some juice, go for a walk, stretch, do things that are positive for you, and know that whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Don't listen to any negativity. All right? Bye.